Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gift of Healing TV. I'm Sarah Jane, your hostess, and this week I have enormous pleasure in welcoming, teeth back in, welcoming back Linda Lang, who was with us a few months ago and is back this week sharing with us
Zpoint.
Okay, fine. It's all right. It's gone out of my head, and I've not releasing for self-judgment, releasing self-judgment. Oh dear, folks. Yes, it's the hot weather. I'm putting it down to that. I do apologize. Linda, welcome.
Hi, Sarah. We're going to have lots of fun today.
I think so. I think so. Oh, thank you for coming. And folks, I know you saw me do this at the beginning of last week as well. I do apologize. Yes, I'm putting it all down to the weather, folks. Let me introduce Linda to you. Linda Lang is an intuitive guide and holistic healer. Her healing sessions are a unique mixture of intuitive guidance, energy healing, and coaching. She helps us become more self-aware and supports us to step more fully into being our authentic self. Linda's training includes Reiki, Huna, hypnotherapy, body talk, emotion code, EFT, and more. She offers workshops and a variety of private sessions, customizing her energy work to best suit the client's needs. Linda loves shamanic journeying and has also been leading journey circles for close to 10 years. And that's what she did with us last time, a shamanic journey. So Linda, it's great to have you back. Welcome to Gift of Healing TV again. And please share a little bit of how you got started on your journey of the healing.
Well, my story is a very long story, Sarah, so if you don't mind, I'm going to talk to you today about the Zpoint process. That's what I'm going to share with the audience today. And it's something I came across online back in 2008. In our family, we had gone through a period of it's about a year and a half where we had 5 deaths really close, and it was a really challenging time. And I sat and I listened to Grant Connolly, who is the originator of Zpoint, and I listened to him online, and I had so much peace. It was incredible. So I actually took his training and his advanced training. The process that I'm going to share it's actually pretty amazing because it elicits the unconscious mind to do the clearing work for us. It may seem a little simple, but it is very, very effective. We have to remember our unconscious mind is about 6 years old, so it's absolutely perfect. I'm just very excited to share it with you and the listeners because they have the possibility of just reaching a totally new level of peace.
And that's brilliant. And I don't know about you, but what I find is actually the simpler the technique, the more powerful it is. The simpler you keep things, you said that the ego that is 6 years old because it's still in that place of protection, of trying to look after you, and so yes, absolutely, the simpler you can keep things, the better. So I love the simplicity of things.
And the fact that we have its cooperation and that it actually does the work for us, our unconscious mind is what stores all those memories and all those feelings, those thoughts, those beliefs. It's incredible the shifts that can happen. This is one of the techniques that my clients like the most, that probably in Huna, and it's because of that beautiful, beautiful, peaceful feeling, and it's extremely effective.
Brilliant. I'm really looking forward to this because this is going to be something new to me. We've definitely got a couple of people who've let us know that they're here. I know we've got more than that. Karen's in Paris, and she's one of our regulars and joins us regular. And Flora says, hello, ladies. So I don't know whether Flora's somebody you know, but Flora's not a name that I've seen come up before. So Flora, welcome.
Hi, Flora. Yeah.
And it's
I
great
do
to
know
have with
Flora.
us as well, Karen. So, yeah. So, okay, brilliant. So, if you would like to share, what we will be going sort of fairly quickly, I think, into the process. Now, what's that we've got? A little, hang on a second, folks, because for some reason I seem to have a little finger coming up on my screen, so I don't quite know what's coming. What's, okay. Folks, can I ask you, if you've got a question, can you type it in? If we've got, what we'll do is, I know there is the potential we could possibly get people to come on live and ask their question. And last time I tried it, it didn't work. So if you could, but I'd love to bring you on live for questions if we possibly can, after we've done the actual process, if we've gone through this releasing self-judgment. So so whoever it is that has been asking, I'm grateful that you are, but please, because it's not telling me who it is for some reason, so can you just type in, because at the bottom there is a type in. If you've got a question, please do type in. And I don't know. Right. Malathi is with us. Hello, Malathi. Can you not type in to the bottom? Sorry. So please, Malathi, stop pressing the button for now. But if you can't type in, we will come back to you. And I will try and do that towards once we've done the process. So I hope you're going to be able to do that. And I look forward to hopefully being able to speak to you at long last. The Malathi lives in Sri Lanka. So she's actually, it's 12:30 at night for her.
My goodness.
So lovely to have you with us. And I would guess that the typing in isn't working because it's down the bottom. Well, it's on the bottom of the page with me. So let's come back to what you're going to be sharing. You could share a little bit about it. Oh, hi, Dawn. Dawn's another one of our regulars. She's here in the UK. So great to have you with us as well. So that's brilliant. So, right, Linda, sorry, I apologize.
That's okay. I'll say hi. I'll say hi to everyone too, so they don't feel left out. And also to all the listeners who listen after on the replay. And it's something that I will encourage even the people listening to listen again to get deeper and deeper clearings. So the Zpoint process is the brainchild of Grant Connolly, who is a Canadian hypnotherapist, and he understood the unconscious mind and created this technique to really communicate with the unconscious mind and to get it to do the work for us. So it's really important that everyone have the instructions to the unconscious mind. So I'm going to be reading them out loud so that everybody can hear it. Their unconscious mind will listen, hear it, and then know what to do. So I'll be doing that before we start. I also want everyone to choose a word that they can repeat silently in their mind, like a mantra. I'm going to be calling it a cue word in the process. So it really should be something that you don't have a real strong emotional attachment to or any baggage about. So I would typically suggest maybe like the word yes, or the word clear, or I mean you could say peanut butter if you want, but it's a little bit of a tongue twister, right? So something simple that you can give as a sign to your unconscious mind that we're doing clearing work. We're doing clearing work. So I'd like everyone just to take a minute and choose a word. Okay. And any time that you want to change your word, or if you forget your word, all you have to do is say to your unconscious mind, okay, this is my new cue word, blah, 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 right? It's not complicated at all. So everybody's got their word. Throughout the process, you're going to be repeating it silently, and it's like a mantra. So it's going to be like yes, 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 if that was your cue word. The second thing I'm going to have everybody do is to create an image of a clearing circle for their unconscious mind, so that anything that goes into that circle, that unconscious mind knows that we want to release it. So it can be as big as a black hole in the universe. It could be a circle of light. It could be a campfire. It could be a garbage can. Whatever symbol you want to use is perfectly fine. So I'll just give everybody a couple of seconds to create their image as a symbol to their unconscious. Okay, perfect. Now, as we're doing the process, oh,
Bear with me a second.
certainly.
Okay, Flora, you're not hearing or seeing anything. Can I suggest you do a refresh, or if the worst comes to worst, come back out, go out and come back in again. I right, Flora, refresh. And Malathi is here. Malathi says hi, so sort of she's here as well.
Perfect.
Randall, audio and video is fine on my end. Yes, thank you for saying that, Randall. It sometimes happens with individuals' computers, and obviously I'd rather resolve it for people. So I hope people have got their word and they've got their visualization.
So maybe Sarah, if you would be kind enough to type in, choose your keyword and your clearing circle, just so that because they are really important parts of this technique.
Yeah. Yeah. And create circle. Yeah. Whoa, what happened there? Okay. Right. Right, I'm going to say Flora, or come out and come back in again. Now, hopefully that will help her. I apologize, folks. Flora, I hope you are all right and with us. But we are going to get on with this, and the joy is that, of course, there is the replay and there is the YouTube video. So please do go to that. I guess it's something to do with your internet connection, but I hope that's resolved it for her. And hopefully that's given people plenty of time to think about their keyword and sort out their circle.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now, as we, in a moment, I will be giving you the clearing directions to the unconscious mind, but I'll just give Flora a little bit of time in case she needs to go back out and come back in. So what I will say to the listeners is that throughout the process, I will be giving directions. I will be counting you down from 10 to 0. I will be also saying some open-ended statements. So what I mean by that is they're not full and complete sentences per se, and it's really important that people don't finish the sentence. They only repeat their cue word after everything I say. The reason for that is, if I tell you to clear something, and one of the lines is, I clear all the ways I feel, and that's the end of the sentence. But if you finished that sentence and said angry or sad, then your unconscious mind will only clear that little bit. Whereas if you leave it wide open, it'll clear everything associated with what I've instructed it to put into the clearing circle. So the more vague, the better. You'll get really deep clearings this way. Okay, so every time, the first thing is we put things into the clearing circle, then we count down to 10 to 0, and then we go through the statements. So, do you think it's safe now to read the clearing program?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I will be reading this on behalf of everyone because your unconscious mind hears it. It's going to take it personally. No worries, okay? So, I hereby set a powerful intention within you, my subconscious mind, to affect the best of all possible outcomes by this clearing. And each time I notice a feeling that does not feel good, as I think certain thoughts or remember certain people, situations, or events, you will gently and easily eliminate that feeling completely as I repeat my cue word over and over, and you will eliminate everything I feel because of it, everything I feel that connects to it, and everything I feel that has resulted from it, to whatever extent it exists within me, and keep me clear of it from now on. So just everybody take a nice deep breath and let that sink into your unconscious. Now this process can be used for a wide variety of things, from emotions and relationship issues, even aligning your vibration for manifestation. Today we're focusing on self-judgment and the critical voice. And, you know, even if we're a little bit older now and we have a little bit more confidence, all those memories in our youth, they're still in our unconscious, and they can be activated and come up at specific times when memories are triggered. So I want everybody to just kind of tune into their body, and I want you to think about, you know, really the times when you judge yourself and the things that you're critical about yourself. I mean, we all have those things, whether you know it's weight or behavior patterns or past actions. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want everybody to kind of tune into that kind of what's wrong with us kind of attitude, so that the unconscious mind knows that's what we're working on. So bring the sensation into your body. And some people are more visual, so you might see something. Some people more kinesthetic. If you're audio, you know, you might hear someone telling you something about yourself that probably isn't true and wasn't true, but affects you. You know, if you've ever been told that, you know, you're not good enough or you'll never amount to anything like that. Just activate that within your system so you can kind of get an idea of what you are carrying around with you. And I want you just to intend that that goes into your clearing circle. And all the ways you've ever felt that way, all the ways you've ever judged yourself negatively, that you've been critical with yourself, that you feel you're not good enough or not deserving, not worthy. If you have any specific memories that come up, throw them in too. Any specific relationships can go in. They don't have to, but they can. It's enough to put that feeling in. And the root cause, and it doesn't matter if you don't remember, your unconscious mind does. So we're going to put in the root cause, how we know we have it, everything that contributes to it, everything affected by it, everything that triggers it, and all the ways it has impacted our life. Let's just intend that all of that goes into the clearing circle. And we're going to start our countdown now. So after each number, you're going to repeat your cue word like a mantra over and over. And from here on in throughout the process. So starting at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And that makes me feel. Just keep repeating your cue word. And that makes me feel. And thinking about all the ways I criticize myself. That makes me feel. And that makes me feel. And that makes me feel about myself. I clear all the ways I feel this feeling. Just remember your cue word. I clear all the ways I feel this way because I clear all the ways I feel this self-judgment whenever I clear all the ways I might self-criticize if I clear all the ways that any unconscious parts of me feel this way. I clear all the ways these parts feel this way because I clear all the ways these parts identify with feeling this feeling. I clear all the ways these parts just wouldn't feel safe if I let my attachment to being self-judgmental go right now. And that makes me feel, repeat that keyword, and that makes me feel. And that makes me feel. And underneath all of that, I feel. And just take a nice deep breath and let it go. Now, if you have water nearby, I'd recommend that you have a drink because it does help with the clearing process. Now, maybe have a drink too. Now, before we repeat, this is something we repeat this process several times until you're absolutely in a state of peace. And in the first round or two, what can actually happen is it can actually bring stuff up, make it more active in your field. You can have spontaneous memories or emotions that come up, actually even aches and pains. Your body can be talking to you, and you can have a sharp pain, and then by the end of the process, it's completely gone. It's pretty amazing. Now, Sarah, you're my guinea pig that I can actually talk to, so I'd love it if you could just share if anything, if you had any sensations or if you could feel, the stuff in your unconscious mind starting to come up. Tell us a little bit about your experience, please.
It's a very difficult one for me because I was thinking about this. Well, okay, how judgmental am I about me?
Mm-hmm.
And the truth of the matter is, on the whole, I'm not. I'm one of these people. Do you know what, folks? I don't wear makeup. I put a little bit of lipstick on to do this, and I am as I am. And if people can't take me as I am, but I know I've got a little issue at the moment, and I'm not being judgmental about it. I'm just aware of it. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I can use this for that.
Oh, you can, yeah.
And it's not a judgment thing. It's because I'm fairly certain it goes right back to very, very early childhood. And I'm just thinking, okay, so I'm very much playing with it isn't maybe the right terminology. I apologize. I'm very much seeing whether this can help me connect with whatever that issue is, or if it's just going to be just take it away.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? And that's completely possible. I'd like to also remind everybody listening too that really if they do tend to beat themselves up or be a little self-judgment, it's always rooted in the childhood. And even as adults, if we've gotten past that, like I said, we still remember, thinking we were too fat or too skinny or our nose was too big or whatever, right? It's back there. It's back there somewhere. So I'd also just ask you, Sarah, if you could just make sure that we don't have any questions, and if ever we're good to go, then we'll do another round.
Well, other than the fact Flora had told us actually just before you started that she was back in, but I wasn't going to interrupt you, so I know Flora's here. So, folks, has anybody got a comment they would like to make from that first round? Bearing in mind the question that I've just been asked, please do put that comment in. What I'll say about sort of with me, I'm just getting the sense I'm very much feeling stuff in my body at the moment. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking and knowing what the issue is, and I'm very much feeling it in my throat, and I'm thinking, okay, great, I have no issues with that. quite content with that. And it's there are times when things can be cleared without you having to know the full ins and outs of them. I'm so aware of that. It's just another layer of the onion. And it's great when that can happen. But I also accept those times when you have to revisit things. So, but we don't appear to be getting any questions coming
Perfect.
today.
That's perfect
So,
because it would be
come back to you.
ideally if we could go through the process several times and people will get clearer and clearer. This is something you would typically do until you are at a place of total peace, whether that's, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, however long. So let's tune back in. Notice that the feelings that were brought up, body sensations, any tightness or heaviness, or any other way that it might look for you. And let's put that into the clearing circle along with everything that that sensation or feeling represents. We want to put whatever remains of that original issue about being hard on ourselves or judging ourselves, being critical. And often when we judge others or are critical of others, that's really our own reflection. So let's throw that in there as well. Again, the root cause, all the things that contribute to it, all the things that connect to it, all the things associated to it, any links that go out to any person, place, time, experience, memory, whether it's real or imagined. Doesn't matter. If it's in there, let's put it in the clearing circle. And you don't even have to know. You can just intend that your unconscious mind puts everything that has anything to do with feeling this way into that clearing circle. And we're going to do our countdown again. Remember your keyword throughout the process, starting at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And that makes me feel. And that makes me feel. And tuning into this issue makes me feel. And that makes me feel about me. That makes me feel about my life. And that makes me feel about life in general. I clear all the ways I feel this feeling. Just remember your cue word. I clear all the ways I still feel this way because I clear all the ways I still feel this judgment whenever I clear all the ways I might feel this way if I clear all the ways that any hidden parts of me still feel this feeling. I clear all the ways these parts still feel this feeling because I clear all the ways these parts benefit from my attachment to feeling this way. I clear all the ways these parts just wouldn't feel safe if I stopped feeling this way right now. And that makes me feel. And that makes me feel. And underneath all of that, I feel. And that makes me feel about myself. Just take a nice deep breath and let it all go. And I just have everyone kind of tune in. If it's all right, I'd love to be able to run people through another round really quick. Do you think we have enough time, Sarah?
If we do it immediately.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Whatever you have left, intend that it goes into that clearing circle. Whether it's seen or unseen, felt or unfelt, known or unknown, just intend that it goes in. All the things relating to this issue or not, put it into the clearing circle, including your attachment or any resistance you may have to releasing it, anything else that might be holding it to you. And we'll start our countdown starting at 10. Repeat your cue word. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And that makes me feel. repeat your keyword. And that makes me feel. And that makes me feel. And underneath all of that, I feel. I clear all the ways I hold on to this feeling. Repeat that keyword. I clear all the ways I hold on to this feeling because. I clear all the ways I hold on to that feeling whenever. I clear all the ways that I might hold on to this feeling if. I clear all the ways that any unconscious parts of me still hold on to this feeling. I clear all the ways these parts resist releasing the rest of this feeling because. I clear all the ways these parts feel justified in holding on to this feeling. I clear all the ways these parts just wouldn't feel safe if I let my resistance to letting this go completely go right now. I clear all the ways that my ego connects me to this feeling. I clear all the ways my ego connects me to this feeling because. I clear all the ways my ego connects me to this feeling whenever. I clear all the ways my ego might connect me to this self-judgment if. I clear all the ways my ego identifies with feeling this feeling. I clear all the ways my ego and all the other parts of me might not feel safe if I let this go completely right now. And that makes me feel. And that makes me feel. And that makes me feel about myself. I'd like you to just keep repeating your cue word over and over again in your head just for a few more minutes. I'm going to just do a couple what if statements to kind of raise your vibration. So what if I could learn how to love and accept myself no matter what? And just repeat that cue word. What if it didn't matter what anyone else thought? What if I could deeply love myself no matter what? And what if I could recognize my beauty, my talent, my divine, authentic self, and express that in my world every day? What if I could let all of this judgment and critical voice go right now? Just take a nice deep breath and let it all go. And hopefully everybody's feeling a wonderful state of peace. If anybody still has any uncomfortable emotion when they're thinking about themselves, please go back and listen to the replay. If it's a big issue for you, you might have to do this a couple of times. You might have to do it several times in a row, or a couple, every day of a week. Just do it until there's nothing left, and it'll be completely cleared out of your unconscious.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you very much. We did get a couple of comments that obviously took a while to come through. But folks, if you've got any questions for Linda, can you type them in now for me, please? Because I know we've fractionally run over time already, but I do want to answer questions, or get Linda to answer questions, if at all possible. Karen just said, no questions, just a lovely sense of peace and warmth around the chest area. Thank you very much indeed. Dawn said, feeling very peaceful. My sciatic nerve was painful today and it felt strong, but now I'm feeling relief. So that's good. Malathi, when I was a little girl, my parents told me I will be short and fat according to my horoscope. Whoops. Okay, fine. I can totally relate to, well, not that I was told I was being short and fat, but I did end up short. So yes. So hopefully that's helping sort of to people to clear. So if you've got any sort of comments that you want to make, questions you want to ask, please do ask them. And if people, I've got your website here somewhere, do look at our About Us page on the Gift of Healing TV website for the next week. Linda's website address will be up there, and it will go under the YouTube video my time tomorrow morning. So it'll be my tomorrow morning. So you'll be able to find her website address. So do look and see what else Linda offers. If you want to connect with Linda, please do feel free. I'm assuming they can connect with you through your website.
Absolutely, or they could send, my website is thoughtchange.com. They can send me an email at linda@thoughtchange.com. I'd love to hear about your experience, and if you go back and listen again, just how much peace. It absolutely can affect physical conditions, emotional conditions, reactions. You'll find you don't react to the same things, have the same triggers. It truly is an amazing and extremely effective, lovely technique. The other thing I would say, if it is a big issue for someone, they may find that they went in and out of trance through the process. Don't worry about it. Your unconscious mind heard everything that was happening. Okay?
Brilliant. Patricia says, wonderful session. thank you. So that's great. We'll give it a minute or two more. Have you any? I know you've just sort of said about that. Anything finally you would like to share with people before we close?
Gosh, it's a process that if they worked with this, um, I mean, you can clear so much stuff, and the beauty is you don't even have to know about it. The thing, our mind can get stuck in knowing the details of things and actually, trap us in the story and hold us in that emotion. So it's just pure magic, I think, that you can clear these things and not even have to know about it. And if you get these body sensations or aches and pains that come up and then go away, you know it's working. You know. So I would encourage everyone to drink plenty of water and pay attention to how you start responding to your world and how, maybe things that didn't bother you or used to bother you don't bother you quite the same way. It truly is wonderful.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we have some thank yous here. Patricia, wonderful session. Thank you. Karen, beautiful. This seems very powerful. Thank you very much to both of you. Flora, thank you. Linda, you are a true shamanic healer.
Oh, thanks.
Malathi, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sarah. Marie says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you. Amazing the thoughts that showed up for clearing. Flora. Oh, thank you, Flora. Sarah, you're the best for hosting the program. I appreciate that. Thank you, Flora. Dawn. Perfect, Linda. Pain in buttock gone. As I realized, been holding on. Thank you. So peaceful. Lots white light and heat. So lovely. Oh, yeah, I think that was it. So lots of lovely positive comments, folks. So if you are watching the video replay, whatever, we generally do have these people on live. One of these days I will sort out how I can get one of those people to come on and actually pass their comments. We will get that sorted sometime. So thank you, folks, for being here, for watching us live, for being with us. Thank you so much to Linda for joining us this week and sharing this, as you say Zpoint, as we'd say Zpoint. but okay, we'll go with Zpoint because
I think it's a trademark name, Sarah. So yeah. But thank you so much for having me, Sarah. It's absolutely been my joy to be here with you today and to facilitate for your lovely audience. Thank you.
And thank you. Folks, next week and for the next 5 weeks, we are going to be at 7:30 in the morning here in the UK. What have I done to myself? That means I've got to be up early, but never mind, because all my guests are going to be coming from Bali, Australia and New Zealand. So 7:30 in the morning in the UK is a much better time for them. And I appreciate that doesn't help you folks over in Canada and in America and in Mexico, where some of our other viewers come from. But this is meant to be a totally worldwide international program. So hopefully making programs, and Malathi, it'll be a much more sensible time for you to watch live as well. And our next week's guest is Judy Timperon. Stress Management Made Easy, and she's going to be using faster EFT. So we're going to be looking forward to that. So I hope, even if you can't join us live because it's not the right time of the day for you, please do register for the programs because you'll automatically get a link to the replay. Otherwise, the website, I always share the YouTube videos on the website because all the programs go up there. So there's no need for you to miss any of our programs, the amazing techniques and shares that our guests bring to us. So thank you again to Linda. Thank you to all of you. And Malathi says, yes, good for me. We appreciate that, Malathi, we really do. So wonderful. Thank you very much indeed to everybody. Have a wonderful week. Love, peace and light to you all. Namaste.
Namaste.